Hey guys, it's Heather from Cookies for Breakfast here with the pregnancy week 7 vlog update. I wish I could say that I can't believe we're at week 7 already, but it feels like I should be at week 10 or something. Kind of like losing a week last week based on the ultrasound threw me off, so I feel like it should be like week 10 or something like that. So for this week, the biggest update is basically sick, 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 more sick. Now, I shouldn't be complaining that much. I haven't actually puked, so that's good. Like I really actually do feel guilty complaining. I've had many close friends who have been completely sick, like throwing up all the time for like a long time. Some people, I've had friends in the hospital getting IV fluids, so it's definitely not that bad. So like I really feel guilty complaining about being sick because there's people that are way sicker than I am, but for me, I'm just not used to it. Because I really wasn't that sick when I was pregnant with Benjamin. So this past week was just like, ugh, just gross. Like I just felt disgusting. Like I did nothing all week. I could hardly even get out of bed. Just sick, sick, sick. Like, I don't know, not just feeling like nauseous. And I've obviously discussed how I have emetophobia. So I probably could have barfed a couple times, probably a lot. But because I hate it so much, I really held back and didn't. So I'm not sure if like the mental, like trying to not barf makes you feel sicker or worse or more tired or something. But it was just not good this week. So I've been with my trusty C-bands. I've been trying everything. Derek is embarrassed to go out with me in public when I'm wearing these because he says it looks like I have some kind of like a problem, like a serious medical issue. Now I maintain that any woman like of childbearing age would see me wearing these and would know what was going on. I mean, at least I would. If I saw somebody wearing them, I'd say, oh, she's probably pregnant, doesn't feel well. So yeah, I've been wearing those. I'm not really sure how much they're helping. Obviously take them off to shower, and a couple of times I've forgotten to put them back on and I felt sick, but it could be just a mental thing. But I'm wearing them and not taking them off except for showers all the time. So I've been doing that, having the Preggy Pop drops. I bought some sour candy, some Sour Patch Kids. I don't really know if that helped either. I've been trying to eat like more frequently. Taking naps, honestly, like, which is kind of sad. Anytime. Benjamin only takes one nap a day. It's in the morning. It's usually for an hour. So for the past week, I napped with him the same time almost every day. And one day it was 2 hours, which is awesome. So usually, like, when I get up in the morning, Benjamin's been getting up at between like 4 and 5, which is really just terrible. So I get up with him, hang out a little bit, and then he goes in his crib and watches TV, which I know, try not to judge me. And then I go back to sleep for a little while. Then by the time we get up, we go downstairs, have breakfast. And then honestly, it's almost time for his nap by the time we do that. Diapers, clean up, everything. So we come upstairs, have a nap. And then by the time a nap is over, it's almost lunchtime. So we do that. And then the afternoons, I've just been kind of like laying around, which is terrible. I had like horrible mom guilt this week, just feeling like a horrible, awful person because I'm like, I was I was laying in bed holding up some flashcards, like, what's this? It was just awful. It was not a good week. And I just felt sorry for myself and it was just not good. So, so I've been trying all different kinds of like their natural remedies for morning sickness, and I haven't really found anything that helps that well. The Preggy Pop drops probably work the most, but I'm almost out. I bought a new package last week, and they're $5 for like 20 of them, so it's kind of expensive. Benjamin loves playing with the container, so it's lost. I have no idea where it is, so I only have a couple left. So that, obviously I'm not going to be using those for a little while until I can find some more, because they're like hard to find too. I get them at Babies R Us, but that's like at least a half an hour, if not longer, from here. So it's not worth driving all the way out there for one small thing. So I called my new doctor's office this past week, I think it was on Friday, to see if they had any recommendations. I had read that vitamin B6 is supposed to be very helpful. So I said I can try that, ginger capsules and Unisom. So the Unisom would be my last resort, but I'm going to try to find some B6 capsules, but I guess you can't take more than 100 milligrams in one day, and the B6 vitamins are 100 milligrams, the only ones that I found, plus that you can't, your prenatal vitamin has it also, so you can't go over that. So I'm going to have to get some 25 milligram ones, or at least 50s, because you're supposed to take it throughout the day. So I've got to get that, try that, give it a whirl, see how that works. And then I'm also having trouble finding ginger capsules in the appropriate dosage as well. I forget what they said. I think I'm not supposed to exceed 250 milligrams a day, and all the ones that I found are 550. So, and they're like, it's a capsule, so you can't really break it in half. So we're going to be trying that hopefully soon, and see how that works. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. Or just hopefully the next couple weeks pass and this gets better, because this is terrible. I've just been like really tired, no energy, and like I just feel like ugh, all day. Like I don't want to do anything. I want to speak. All I think about all day long is when it's like 8 o'clock and Benjamin's in bed and I can just get in bed and lay there and watch TV. I don't even feel like blogging at all. I haven't done anything. My blog has been completely silent pretty much for the past couple weeks, because I just don't feel like doing it. Like that's what I usually do it during his naps, but I've been napping. And I do blogging stuff at night, but I've just been laying in bed because I just don't feel like doing anything. So that's been what's going on. And like in terms of aversions, like hot coffee, just the thought of it. And I usually I was drinking like 2 to 3 cups a day a few months ago, so I cut back to 1 a while ago. But even just that thought of hot coffee just makes me like sick. So just yesterday and today I have one right now. I have an iced coffee, which is a little bit better. A little bit easier to handle. So that kind of grosses me out. The thought of eggs really grosses. I don't want to say it without like feeling it. And then the smell of like fish like makes me sick. Like we went out. My parents and I went out to dinner this past week with Benjamin, and like we live near the beach, so I get fish and chips like everywhere we go. We eat fish a lot, and when it's first cooked, it doesn't bother me because it doesn't really smell as much, but it's the leftovers that really kills me. So Benjamin had some of the leftovers over the weekend. Derek gave it to him, and I was just like totally grossed out by the smell. Today, I was like, well, maybe I can handle it better, and I gave him it. No, I can't, and it still smells in the kitchen, like it's just gross, and like I can't get the smell out of his hands. It's all a good smell. It just grosses me out. And like the smell of peanut butter, I can't even handle it. I was just in the kitchen. My mom had like just finished like swallowing a bite of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I was like about to lose it. Like I couldn't, and just like the sound of like peanut butter mouth and ugh, I can't even think about it. So just so gross. And I really was grossed out by peanut butter when I was pregnant with Benjamin too. So I guess I'm kind of used to that. However, Reese's peanut butter cups still are okay with me. So, but other than that, like everything sounds gross. Like on any given day, even chocolate cake sounds like just not appetizing to me. So things will come up and I'll be like, oh, that sounds good. But then an hour later, I think it sounds disgusting. So it's kind of hard to eat when everything sounds nasty. The only thing that has been like consistent, and all this stuff is making me kind of think it's a boy again this week, because it's the same things that are coming up as when I was pregnant with Benjamin. It was the peanut butter. I've been really into cranberry juice, which again, I had the same thing with Benjamin, not as intense this time. And pastries, like that's the only thing that like sounds good almost all the time. Like muffins sounded good earlier, but now like Danish sounds really good, which none of this is healthy. Over the weekend, I thought Cheetos sounded really good, which, I mean, when I first found out I was pregnant, I was doing so well. So before I was sick, with like eating super healthy, I was having like an organic green smoothie every morning. And I was just like doing really, really well. I want to do a better job this pregnancy with eating healthier, avoiding toxins, all that kind of stuff. And I am doing a lot better than I did the first time around, but now with everything sounding gross, like it's just making it more difficult. Like thinking about having a green smoothie, just no thank you, and have everything ready to go so I can make it, but not into it. So Cheetos, like I would never, like if you asked me 3 weeks ago if I would have Cheetos when I'm like this early pregnant would have said, hell no. Like, all the nasty ingredients, artificial colors, forget it. That's all I felt like eating, so I got it, and they were so good. So just checking my notebook here. What else? Yeah, I guess that's pretty much the long and short of it. It's really just like feeling sick and disgusting. It was Memorial Day weekend this past weekend, so Derek was here. I took a couple extra days, so that was nice. So I actually started feeling much better when he was here. I don't know, like I was thinking that maybe just laying around was making me feel sicker, and I needed to get out and do things. So last week I was out grocery shopping with my mom and Benjamin. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna feel good. I'm just gonna be busy. But then I got sick in the store, so I kind of disproved that theory. But when he was here, we were actually really busy. We went for like several really long walks, and I swear they like really helped. And I felt sick the whole walk, but I don't know, I just kind of felt better and actually like more alive instead of like a dead person like walking around. Because we really have not done anything. Like, I haven't done any activities. Took Benjamin to the beach for like an hour a couple times last week, but that's it. I mean, we've been staying in our room, and I've been laying around just miserable. It's embarrassing. Like, but today we went to the Children's Museum. We got up early for us, so that was really good. So it was a success. So yeah, I just been feeling really guilty about like being kind of like a really crappy mom, just being sick, just in generally, honestly, even before all of this. I don't know. I think at some point maybe I need to see a nutritionist or something. I'm getting like really into the deep end, and do some more research about, something. I've always felt tired, always, not having a lot of energy. So that's a story for a different day. But all that has gotten worse since I've been feeling sick. So I'm glad that this past weekend hanging out with Derek has been kind of breathe life back in. And I've been feeling better. Still sick, but just it's been more manageable. So we had fun at the museum. That was good. Hopefully we can keep up some more activities like that and not be too sick. And I can be a little bit more involved and energetic and playful and do more fun things with Benjamin instead of just like laying around, because I really, really feel terrible about it. Obviously, because I brought it up like 4 times in this one video. So I think that's it. I almost feel like I should be discussing more things, but that's really the highlights of this past week. I'm really hoping that week 8 will be an improvement. I'm hoping that the energy and the feeling better that I had this past weekend continues, and that I can get my hands on some of these vitamins, and that helps. This coming weekend, I think we're going to be telling our families, our extended families, just our parents and Derek's siblings know right now. So I'm thinking that we'll tell our families this weekend, which means once our families know, then all of these vlogs are going to be going on the blog. So then you guys will know, which by the time you see this video, you'll already know. Yeah, I'm excited about that, because keeping a secret is just like torture. It's really killing me. I just want to tell everybody, and I'm scared that I'm going to slip and just let it out. So I guess that's it. Do a obligatory spin us around. I don't know if you can really see. It's kind of not a sweatshirt. It doesn't really get that. I feel like I want to keep talking like this is a therapy session, but I really don't have anything else to say. So that is all for now. Hopefully next week we'll have some better updates. Maybe we'll be feeling a little bit better. Maybe I can tell you about how excited our families were if we do tell them. So, which I'm pretty sure that we will. So it's a little bit early. I will be exactly 8 weeks, I think, when we tell them. But it's kind of hard to keep the secret. And honestly, I really just want to blog about it. And I can't blog about it if our families don't know, because it's just not right. So, yeah, so that's the deal. So I guess that's it. See you next week. Bye.